Today I'm working on a character design that I did not design on previous vlog videos. Today I'm working on Princess Lace. I was looking at the date in the sketchbook of when I drew this, and it was January 2017. That was so long ago. I mean, like a year and almost 2 years. So yeah, a long time ago. She was drawn. She was like one of the second designs we ever did for 9 Point. She appears in the 9 Point prologue as a baby. She's the little blue-eyed baby at the very end. And yeah, she's a cute little princess. Her design came together very quickly, very early on. And the characters, Queen Snow and King Mittens, her parents, their designs are very much based off of her. And her design is very inspired by, like, Sailor Moon. Like, her princess, her Moon Princess version, kind of. I remember when we were designing her, we started looking at that design and being like, this is really cute. Let's get some ideas from here. I've talked about it in previous videos, but that's very helpful when you're, like, beginning a character design, is to have your references ready. It's just nice to have something to base it off of. If you do it all from your imagination, like, at least I find I get very, like, kind of boring results, or, like, all the character designs look the same. So when you pull from, like, a variety of sources for different ideas, you start to come up with more diverse designs. It's very weird working on her design 2 years later, because, like, it didn't feel like a very long time ago, but man, it was. So, yeah, very strange, but very fun. Lace is a very cute character. She's the princess of the 9 Point Empire. She is a white cat, which means that she has powers that have to do with the spirit world, or the spirit realm. Can't remember which one we call it. Yeah. She has powers associated with that, and so does her mom, because she is also a white cat. And so all the magic in 9 Point is based off of fur color and eye color, mostly fur color. All of the knights, they have different colored points, which give them different powers. And then black and white cats also have magical powers that are different than pointed cats. And then calico cats have other different powers, kind of. So yeah, so all the white cats have, like, spirit realm powers. And then their eye color dictates kind of the limitations of their powers. And so since Lace is a blue-eyed white cat, she can only communicate in the spirit realm. So in the normal world, she is deaf. Her parents love her, but they don't know what to do, because they're kind of putzes a little bit. But her little sister is always looking out for her, because she doesn't want people to be mean to her big sister, just because she can't hear. That's mean. Don't do that. I feel like I don't have too much new to say. I covered a lot of it in, like, my previous turnaround and the color cohesion video I did last week. And oh my gosh, I've done 20 of these vlogs. What the heck? How did I get here? Yada yada. It is definitely interesting looking at an old design, because there are parts of it I like, but there were parts of it that I kind of changed a little bit. Not too much. It actually popped up where the one weird thing about her design was I had her tail sticking out the back. And I was like, this is weird. Why would she have, like, just a cutout for her tail? Though I guess that does make sense, because, like, it's just weird with, like, dresses, because they'd have to cut, like, a hole in the fabric of the dress for the tail to stick out. But that doesn't feel like it looks very, like, princessy. But you'd want your tail to be able to stick out, because it probably sucks to, like, sit on it or to, like, have it mushed under a whole bunch of fabric. So yeah. In the end, I did leave the tail underneath the dress, and it can kind of just, like, run along the floor, which is fine, I guess. I just felt it looked more elegant than having the little tail stick out at the back. And Queen Snow has a very similar problem, I think. I think her tail's also under her dress, but I'd have to double check. Yeah, but for the most part, her design didn't change very much. It's based off, like, kind of a teardrop shape that you can kind of see with, like, the bottom of her face fur. That kind of sticks out in a cute little kind of, like, petal form thing. And yeah, she's very round, she's very cute, she's very soft. She's a sweetie. She's got a little tiara because she's a princess. One thing I didn't do that I probably should do is always make sure to draw her legs underneath her dress. That's like a pet peeve I have with like when I watch people draw characters in dresses, is they don't figure out like the underlying structure of the character, so then like they maybe make their legs way too long, or the hips don't attach to the torso correctly because they don't know where the legs are. And it's especially apparent when they have like the legs sticking out from under the skirt, and you're like, why are their knees way down there? The skirt is crazy long. I don't understand this. So next time I will make sure to draw the structure underneath her dress so I can figure out what she looks like for if she was ever, say, not wearing a dress and wearing pants or something. And it'll be great for when she gets put into a height chart or something, because the side corners of her dress are where her legs are touching the floor, because the dress is like the perspective on it has it like swooping out at the bottom lower than it actually is, just like because it has volume to it and it's round, so it perspective stuff. Always make sure to do your underlying structure underneath your crazy costumes. But yeah, overall very happy with her. Very simple character design, which I like. I always hope to do like more in these vlogs. Like I sit down and I do half an hour recording, half an hour to 45 minutes. Last week's was a lot longer because it was several characters, but I find these turnarounds just take a very long time. It's not like the design sheets where I could just like sketch out a million different ideas and fill up a page or 2 pages. This one's very like, the work is a lot more exact and it takes a little bit longer, and adding color takes a long time and it's a little tedious. So today when I sat down, I was like, I'm gonna do lace and the king and queen, and I'm gonna do some of the raccoon kids, like it'll be great. And then I only got lace done. So a lot more work goes into these turnarounds because they have to be a lot more careful and a lot more thoughtful, because these will be my reference point from now on going into the next issue of 9 Point. They are going slower than expected, but also faster than expected. I think I thought I had way more characters than I actually do to work on. It's going quicker than I thought it would. That's all. But slower, but quicker. Time is strange. Bones and I did some design work on some of the settings. We were at a festival last weekend, and it was a little bit slow, which was fine. We needed a nice, like, chill event after Fan Expo. So we just kind of got to sit outside, and we worked on 9 Point quite a bit. I did a lot of design for some of the sets. It will not go into this video, but in the future when I'm actually doing like color reference sheets for different settings, I'll definitely put them into this vlog series. I think my dog's eating something. I'll be right back. Dogs are the worst. So little Fado, he picked up like a rotten onion today. We were cleaning out like the back of our cupboard and we found a gross old onion. We put it on the floor to like clean out other stuff. This was Bones. I say we, but it was Bones. And then Fado runs up and takes the onion like it's a toy to go play with. And we're like, what are you doing? And now I just caught him trying to eat like a little plastic bit he found in the house. I don't know. Dogs are just like vacuums that will find all your hidden crap that you didn't know about. I brought him to the office the other day. He found a French fry just in the corner of my office somewhere. And I was like, why is there a French fry here? No one in the office has had French fries in ages. As far as I know, why is there a French fry? How did we miss this? But Fado found it. So, dogs are detectives and vacuums. And the worst. Oh, he's gone. Fado! Fado! I hope Lace looks her age. That's always a concern with my characters. I'm like, do they look like the appropriate age? Because she's supposed to be like an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old, somewhere in there. So I hope she looks young enough and not too young. Man, drawing characters to their age is hard. I need to start referencing more. So I'm sorry we couldn't stream on Saturday. We have been having some trouble with our internet. Like, our upload speeds are super low to begin with, but now they're like extra low, as in like they're hardly even there. So we haven't been able to stream. We're still trying to work on it. Our solution has been to order better internet service from our ISP. So hopefully, it probably won't be next week, maybe not the following week, but before October, we should have like streams that are really, really good and actually work out, and we shouldn't have this problem anymore. So hopefully next week we'll be streaming again, and yeah, sorry guys that we missed it. I feel really bad. I feel like I should have had a video prepared or something, but what can you do? So far streaming has worked for us except for yesterday, so hopefully in the future it'll be better. Oh, I guess I should also talk about Lace's colors. I'm a little brain dead this weekend. I wasn't feeling so good. I feel like on every video I'm like, I'm not feeling so good. Anyways, Lace's colors. So her colors are very much based off her mother's colors. I have colored her before. We made buttons for the Kickstarter for Kickstarter for the 9-point issue number 1. We made little buttons with the main characters on them. So I think it was like Mitzi, Barble, and Lace had buttons made of their little faces, and so I've done Lace's colors in the past. Again, they were just based off her mom. She has her mom's fur color. I think she has her mom's eye color. No, sorry, that's impossible. Her mom has green eyes. That's an important plot point. But yeah, she has blue eyes. Oh, I've also drawn her in the comic before. I forgot about that, even though I mentioned it earlier in this video. Anyways, so I've drawn her fur and eye color before, so I just pulled that from her mom in the comic and the button. And then I was messing around with her dress color. I'm still not super satisfied. So the colors of like the 9-point Empire seem to be very like purple and gold and like cream and silver. So like there's quite a few things to like choose from. She's like a cute little princess, and like her parents are picking out her clothes probably. She probably just looks like a cute little kid. The colors I chose are a little reminiscent of like Barbie colors with like the pastel purple and pink. So they might change. I was also messing around with maybe like a blue for the main color of her dress, or maybe a cream. I was worried the cream would look a little bit too much like her mom, but you know, her mom probably wants her to dress similar so they can be a cute little match. Who knows? Who knows what her dress color will end up being? I think Bones and I are going to sit down and we're going to actually like work on the characters' final colors eventually. Similar to how we were sitting down to like work on character designs when I was still working in the sketchbook. It's just very helpful to have someone to give feedback on what I'm working on. And again, sometimes I go in the wrong direction and Bones is like, no, this is how I want the colors to be. And I'm like, cool. And it's also nice to just have time away to like look at the colors with fresh eyes and be like, oh, this doesn't work. This clashes. Here's a better choice. Yeah, having some time away really, really helps with making those decisions. So what you're seeing are probably not going to be her final colors, but something very similar. That's probably what they'll be. I also wanted her little, like, her shawl and the little kind of, like, undercoat to her dress, like the little white stuff at the bottom. I wanted that to be kind of shimmery and sparkly. So I better make note of that the next time I open her design. But I wanted them to be a little, like, transparent and gauzy. More like the shawl to be more transparent and gauzy rather than, like, her skirts, because that would be very impractical to have see-through skirts, unless you had tons and tons of layers of them. So she will be super, super cute. She will have little sparkles. And yeah, I really like her design. I think she's really cute. I'm excited to see how she looks as she grows up, because that's the fun part about 9-point, is there's going to be some time skips where the characters get older. So, like, I've already drawn her as a little baby. Now I get to draw her as a cute little kid. I'm excited to draw her as she gets older. The wonders of comics. Ooh, woo. Yeah, you can see her little tail sticking out the bottom because she's a cutie. Okay, I think that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos about webcomics and character design, make sure to subscribe. We have more stuff coming your way. Again, sorry about the stream yesterday. We're working on it next week. Oh wait, no, next week we will not be streaming. I'm so sorry. We will be gone on another convention, so we will have a video prepared for next week. My mistake. Oh, and if you want to read 9-point issue number 1, you can find it on our Ticktail store. There's a link to it in the description down below. Cool. Thanks again for watching and being cuties. You rock. Goodbye.